this weird like Twitch, this live stream thing going on. I don't know what that's all about, and I'm sure someone out, the creators of it, understand this joke or something. And if the creators watch this, if they are watching this, and could they explain what's with this text? Like, why is that coming on? Is that an inside joke? I don't know. Okay, so all right, so we've done that, and I'll just basically show you. You know what? Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna go see if we can, because there's 2000. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna try doing the night version of this map, but we're gonna do the night version in an actual, like, exploring the tornadoes itself. Not the add-on tornadoes, but the actual tornadoes that can be found if you just play the map without getting those add-ons. So, we'll be right back in a second. Alright, everybody, we're going to spend the last of our time on the night version of this map, which, like I said, I want to, in the series that I'm going to eventually be working on, I want to do a scene where, like, the character has to get between one of these 3 buildings at night, with the tornadoes going to be spawning any second, and you can't tell where it is, so it's, that'd be really creepy, I think. So, anyways, though, I'm going to spawn in some vehicles to help us get around. Another day, well, I don't know if I'm going to, like, show off every single add-on I have. I might just, like, show, like, okay, here's some Scars add-ons, and here's some things you could do. Here's some vehicles, because obviously, like, here's this vehicle, the DeLorean, which is kind of hard to see at night, but whatever. We're going really fast! Alright, so our first mission is to try to get to one of the safe houses, which would be helpful if I knew where I was going. I'm just crashing everywhere. Alright. Well, I guess our first spot would be right here. Oh. I forgot we were in the DeLorean and we could have just... We got another DeLorean. So I guess if you go fast enough... I don't know what button I pressed to make it go into rocket mode, or if that was just I reached a certain speed. I don't know. But well, hang on. I want to get something out. What do we get out? The Chevy SS. Why not? All right, we're gonna try heading to the gas station first. What, 12 minutes? I don't know how often, but I do know. There we go. Well, maybe that's what we'll do. Like, just where we get a bunch of tornadoes or not, we've seen a bunch of tornadoes. You've seen the tornadoes that the map can produce, and they can make some pretty intimidating tornadoes. So, you don't have to get the other add-on. I mean, they may look cooler, but I'd be honestly, in my opinion, yeah, the Twister pack and even the G Disaster pack, they got maybe some cooler tornadoes, but the tornadoes that come in this map are still pretty terrifying. So, I'm not downplaying them at all. So, and they're a little more realistic because, you get like the F++ tornado. It's like, okay, that's getting a little too big now. So, but, I'm just trying to think of where. So, anyways, yeah. So there's like 4 places you can hide away here. One is this gas station. I mean, all these will be destroyed on it. Every building on this map is pretty much destructible. So you're not guaranteed really to be safe really anywhere. You can like hide here, but this is probably your least best place to hide because as soon as the tornado hits, you're dead. There's like no surviving at all. So, let's go ahead and try moving. Let's go back to scars. Again, we could explore scars later, but as I'm learning to sit here and being like, okay, clicking this is this. Clicking this is this. I'm thinking maybe I'll just spawn it and you guys can, or you guys will just say, here's the scars add-on, you check it out, you know? And otherwise I'll just spawn whatever one I feel like spawning. And maybe, because at this point I'm trying to see what vehicles I got. Oh crap. And armor delivery. It has no light, so that's not going to help us. Let's try working our way over to the farmhouse, which I believe is over here. I don't know if a tornado is actually happening or not. It's kind of hard to tell. But it would be a lot more terrifying if you just walked up on one. So this is your next place to hide. This is the farmhouse. And the farmhouse has multiple layers to hide in. The higher you go, obviously, the less protection you're going to have because the tornado is going to rip through it. Could just completely rip through it. But there's... Okay, maybe there isn't actually like a computer here. I thought there was at one time, but apparently not. Maybe I just ended up putting one and I did like a little thing here one time. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh, no, never mind. There's a computer right there. A really old computer and a really old radio. Yeah, I don't know how to turn it on or off. But you go down here and how do you turn these on? Oh, no, we don't need it anyways. I think if we go back. So, anyways, that's the farmhouse. It has like 3 different levels of protection. There's like, this is the first floor, then there's the basement, which is probably going to be your best bet as far as hiding out goes. There's also this garage, but you're not going to have much protection there. And so, as you just heard, the alarm went off saying that a tornado will be happening soon. But we don't know when. So we'll just head off to our next spot, which I've already shown you multiple times now. This is just the small house. I don't know what else to call this. That apparently is already destroyed. I don't know how it's already destroyed. We literally just started this map, and yet somehow it's already destroyed. So maybe a tornado did already go through. I don't know. And this isn't the only tornado map there is. There's multiple other tornado maps that we'll probably explore just to kind of mess around with, though. You know, if I come up with ideas, or if you got ideas we could do, like, you know, as I show you more add-ons, as we, just, experiment and have more fun, if you got any ideas or any suggestions about, like, ideas we could do. For example, let's say, like, trying to survive a tornado with a bus. Something like that, or trying to storm chase or tornado on like where's my scars? Scars is its own thing. Trying to storm chase a tornado on a 4-wheeler, and so just things like that. You got anything like that? You just let me know. Okay, so I'm trying to find my way back to where you would actually start real quick. Well, I guess real quick, this is also the trailer park. You're probably going to have like 0 defense here because, yeah, it's already been taken out. I didn't see a tornado at all, but yeah, everything's already destroyed. So, if you go in this corner, eventually, here you go. This is most likely where you're going to start. Like, unless you die a lot, this is most likely your starting spot. And, it says, falling for Garry's Mod County. Tornado warning for the following Garry's Mod County. And I think if you go over here, you have your control panel. So you can, like, reset. Or warning. I don't know if that actually activates anything or not. Then you can get lost in the darkness as you go way outside the map. So yeah, but just let's go ahead and clean up everything real quick. and see. I'm willing to go over just a little bit if the okay, so we cleaned up everything, and we're just gonna wander around and see if maybe, just maybe, the tornado spawns near us. Because I remember one time I was like standing here. It's just you know, I was expecting the tornado to spawn somewhere else. Why does everything look destroyed? Like this wall that I said clean up everything. Oh, admin, clean up everything. There we go. Now everything's fixed. Okay, so I was just trying to figure that out. So, like I said, in fact, you know what? Well, we'll just do this real quick. We'll say start a new game. Like I said, this is the only tornado map. Every tornado map is different. They all got, you know, different things and different settings. And so here's a tornado map I got, and here's another tornado map. There's a GM Tornado Alley, and there's another one I'm trying to think of. Not really seeing it right now. I'll have to figure out where it is. But it's like literally the first map, because honestly, the WAC map and the tornado maps is what really got me into Garry's Mod, and essentially into recording in the first place. Like, I never would have took that. I honestly probably would have started recording anything if I never saw like Garry's Mod, and I'm like, well, you know, I got a game, I got a PC, I can probably play it, I can probably do this, you know. And I just took a chance, and I got Garry's Mod. And I remember the first time I got Garry's Mod, very first time I got Garry's Mod, I didn't know how to install it. I didn't know that, like, you had to start up the game in order to install mods, or something went wrong in that process. So I tried playing it, and I got the WAC mod, I got the Tornado Map mod, and nothing happened. Like, they didn't install for some reason. And I just figured that they would be there. Maybe I needed to, like, reset the game or something. Maybe I just tried, like, these are the ones that, like, I was in the game, because you can do that. You can, like, go here, and you can go, like, or maybe you can't, back to main menu. You can go to add-ons, and then you could like search the workshop. You can open the workshop and search for add-ons while you're in the game, and that's maybe what I did. So I got all these add-ons, I went back to main menu, and then all of a sudden they weren't there, and I didn't realize that you actually got to restart the game for them to re-download. And so I just thought, it's like, I wasted my time. I had such a big plan, and now it's not going to happen. I'm so angry. And then I realized that, okay, well, that's not the case. So I guess we'll go back to the farmhouse and see if in the next couple of minutes, if we have 2 more minutes. If we don't at least get a warning within 2 minutes, then we're not going to worry about it. So actually, I could probably fly over the other side of the map and see, possibly generate a warning. There it is. That's what I wanted to see. We'll just go ahead, fly in there real quick, and see if we can make a warning happen. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and try to get back to the farmhouse. Okay, so now what I want to do, go past the other fenced area, stop here. Alright, so I want to try, like, walking from the bridge over here to the farmhouse and see if just maybe a tornado forms. I don't know if it will, but I know that, you know, once the warning occurs, there's only a few moments before the actual tornado begins. I'm a little tired. Oh, and my alarm's about to go off. Oh, this is just great. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna stop here for a second, and I'm gonna go ahead, and I gotta take a pill real quick, and Well, in the meantime, we'll just wait to see where the tornado shows up. Because I'm not sure exactly how long it is from the time the warning goes off to the time the tornado actually shows up. But it should be soon. I really don't know if we'll see it in the dark, but there is also the possibility it could just form right on top of us. That has happened to me before. Alright, let's just see you. Let me go see if I can see where this tornado is. Oh, yeah, the tornado's forming right there. There it is, right there. Oh, yeah, I can show you, well... Okay, so, yeah, imagine you're just walking along and all of a sudden, you're just in utter darkness, and then all of a sudden that just comes towards you, especially if it's like an F5 or something. But I forgot to show you, this is also another place you can hide. This is probably your safest place on the entire map. But... then that's kind of a challenge you can make. It's like, okay, tornadoes are active. You got to make it there without being able to tell where it actually is. Let me see where it's headed. Oh, of course it's heading right to the freaking... And it took out the farmhouse. The one time I'm not actually by the farmhouse. And the farmhouse. Well, let's see what the damage that was done. Yep, the walls are destroyed. The roof's gone. And the floor's gone. And... everything's gone. That was... don't worry, guys. That was my my book bag just fell. Scared the crap out of me. More than the tornado did. But yeah, that's actually just terrifying too. Just looking up at just the black darkness sky, and that's kind of terrifying. But I think we've fully just... this, like I said, this is a beginning introduction to Garry's Mod. So I hope you've enjoyed this session, this extended session, I guess, of Garry's Mod. There goes my alarm. So I hope you enjoyed what I consider an extended session of Garry's Mod. I think next time, like I said, we're just gonna just explore the maps themselves. We'll just explore the map, see what they have to offer, and then just, move on to the next one. And we'll get through as many as we get through, because, like I said, I got a whole bunch of maps to explore, a whole bunch of maps to go through. And, so some are really short, some are really long. Some are horror-based, some have, an actual, objective. There is, one thing I was planning on doing. But quite frankly, I think I'd rather just explore the maps, and this will probably be the last time I'm going to be going, between specific add-ons, too, where I'll probably just, use an add-on, and then, if I use it, I'll just provide a link to what add-on I used. But anyways, thank you for joining me for this episode of Let's Play Garry's Mod, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you then.